Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Say Less Basketball Podcast. Will join with me as always the magnificent Mohammed Daffelseed, the wonderful William Donzella, and yours truly, Zach Fulch. The magnificent.
No one's truly.
Yeah, no adjective that starts with a Z.
I can't say zany. Like that's a little bit whack. I can't say zany.
Hell no.
The spectacular Zachary Fulcher. But episode 30 this week. Off-season content as always. We're coming up with content, new ways to get things out every week. So appreciate all y'all again.
30.
This is crazy. Episode 30. Steph Curry's number.
I was just gonna say, I know somebody who was the second best player on a championship team.
And we could have had that number. Had a debate on episode 30 right now, and that would have been made it that much more special.
That would have been a better idea.
When my win came, I could have celebrated.
Oh my god!
Spectacular fashion, if I do say so myself. But we're just talking about just going to talk about some general things today. It's gonna be real casual as always. Try to keep it casual, as always. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram.
Yep. Casual like your takes.
Huh? Casual
Nothing, bro.
Wow. I heard that. I tried to slip that in. I saw that.
I wasn't really talking to you specifically.
Who else were you talking? He was talking, and then you said,
I'm just free thinking. I'm just free thinking right now. My bad.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god. But there is Anthony Edwards recently said that Kevin Durant, in his opinion, is the greatest player ever because he's 7 feet and can do everything a point guard can do. That was pretty interesting as well. We were talking about your thoughts, gentlemen. Any thoughts on this? Because damn, this is.
I'm not surprised this is coming out of the mouths of young guys because just like last week or 2 weeks ago, Cade Cunningham was saying, LeBron's the GOAT, and he was like, oh, well, I know a lot of people like MJ, but I never saw him really play. So I'm taking LeBron just because, I've witnessed LeBron's career. So I feel like we're starting to move into that phase of players coming in that opinion is going to be coming up more now just because, a lot of these guys they were born, during MJ's years with the Wizards. So I'm not surprised he said this. If he wants to think that, then it's his opinion. Right. He's wrong, but yeah.
He's really wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the biggest KD fan in the world, and he's super wrong, but you're right. We've entered the era where players that are going to the NBA are going to start saying LeBron's the greatest, KD's the greatest.
They already have. Yeah.
Kobe. And then soon it'll be like a Giannis or, I doubt Anthony Davis would get stuff, but like players that are stars right now are going to soon come down that road. You guys remember that one take from Max Kellerman? I don't remember exactly what he was saying, but he was like saying how some players were saying, oh, LeBron's the greatest. And he's like, it's okay because they never got to see MJ play, but I got news for you guys. There was somebody better. And that's the case. We could argue semantics about who's the greatest. I think it's MJ. I think we all think it's MJ. Some people are going to say LeBron. Some people are going to think Kobe. Or you think
LeBron.
It's LeBron? All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'm sure I got a long list of friends that would agree with that. So, but there's a long list of people better in KD. I would say 10, 15 deep, somewhere around there, maybe even 20.
Yeah. Facts.
Is he even the best player right now? Is a whole different discussion too.
We can get into that any week because there's always different polls coming out about who's the greatest. There's always different debates on various sports talk shows every week. We could talk about that later. But that's just the way it is. There's always going to be something like that. But KD is, he's very versatile. I'll say that. I don't know if he's the greatest ever. So I agree with both.
Yeah, he is versatile for sure.
Yeah. Is it versatile or versatile? What do you guys say?
I say versatile.
I say versatile, yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. I'm the only one.
I want to
versatile.
Versatile.
However you pronounce it, yeah.
Right.
Versatile. I don't know.
Versatile, but I don't know.
Versatile.
I don't know. Anyway,
and you gotta say data or data.
That's a good
Data
point, too.
Oh, it depends on the kind. It depends.
Yeah, I say both because
yeah, you're right.
Like you said, it depends on like what I'm.
It depends on the sentence. Yeah, really, it does.
Take that for data.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah, because
take that for data.
Take that for data.
Data doesn't work there.
Take that for data. Take that for data. That doesn't sound as.
Take that for data. Take
that for data sounds more imposing.
Oh yeah.
Data.
We should analyze.
I definitely don't say tomato or whatever.
Oh hell
no! Say. I literally say tomato.
Now there's nobody on this earth that says tomato, bro. Come on. When has anybody said tomato?
I don't know, bro.
Please let us know.
I hear it sometimes.
What?
Wow. You've actually heard somebody say tomato?
Well, I mean, I'm just like in general, like yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard someone.
Knowing us, our one viewer is getting our third viewer.
We're insulting our third viewer now, bro.
I'm sorry.
We just lost a viewer, bro.
We just lost a viewer.
Oh my
gosh. Our only viewer. No.
Come on, Mohammed.
I'm just free thinking again. Sorry, my bad. I apologize.
Italy is the best team in the world.
Oh no, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the soccer world going on lately. But we're talking about basketball too. But
Everton,
Ronaldo, Messi,
Ronaldo going to Man United, crazy.
There's a lot of going on there.
What about Arsenal? Arsenal's making
some moves in the news, indeed, man. Any publicity is bad.
Oh man.
Hey Jackie, shout out to Jack, bro. I know he's working right now. He's never gonna see this, but Arsenal.
Let's go Gunners.
Bravo.
Let's go Gunners.
Keep it up, man. Keep up the great work.
Shout out the Premier League banter team. Yes, sir.
They're just. It's nice to see them on the schedule. It's nice.
Facts.
It's a basically guaranteed dub.
Facts, though.
You got them on your schedule. You are not losing every game that year. So.
Nope.
Also, so we're recently the Bleacher report. This is hilarious. This comes up every once in a while.
Oh God!
This comes up every once in a while, just because it's so off.
It's so crazy, bro.
In 2015, Bleacher report predicted the top 20 players in the NBA in 2020. Anthony Davis was predicted first, and Andrew Wiggins was predicted second, followed by Boogie, KD, Russ, Kyrie, Blake, Steph, and Paul George, and then James Harden to round out the top 10.
Blake, what was Blake at?
Blake was at 7. Steph was at 8. PG was 9. James Harden, and then Giannis, Clay, Cat, Drummond, Beal, Wall, DeAndre Jordan.
This is horrible.
DeAndre Jordan. 17.
Jahlil Okafor. Jahlil Okafor.
Dragan Bender at 19, and Jaylen Brown at 20. It's hilarious, man.
You're not looking at this list, are you, Mohammed? Right now?
No, I'm gonna look it up right now.
They really took
but
all the young talent.
I understand Jahlil because they're trying to predict his potential. But why the hell is DeAndre Jordan there?
Why the hell is DeAndre Jordan there, and then you leave off LeBron? How does that make any sense?
Yeah, okay. I want to ask you guys because I understand the potential. You do want to predict potential, but out of this 20, who do you think actually deserves to be there? Because they got, not all of this is terrible. Steph Curry being top 10 is true. He should be higher than 8.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant probably would be 1 or 2. Anthony Davis is in there. DeMarcus Cousins. Like, there are a few of these guys got hurt. Like, Cousins might have been if he didn't, tear his Achilles and ACL.
Yeah.
Giannis, they missed the boat on that one. Big time.
Highly missed Giannis there. Yeah.
Jaylen Brown's a high schooler. They really
I say Jaylen Brown is a good. That's about where I'd have him. right around there, maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower.
Yeah.
Who's this guy from Israeli? Dragon Bender? Is he in the league right now?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Oh, wow.
Bender.
Ooh, the Bears pulled up the win. Let's go.
Preseason.
I don't care.
You see
he's a Croatian professional basketball player.
He's not.
So he plays in Croatia.
He's in the EuroLeague. Yep. Rip, man.
Man, these edits just scream.
He went fourth overall. He went fourth overall to the Suns in 2014, I think. Yeah, but they left off like LeBron. Like, come on. I mean, I guess I get it that he's old, but
what year was this again? 2012?
2015.
But if you're gonna put in DeAndre Jordan, then why? Then you don't have like an age thing. You know what I mean? Like,
you have no age bias, yeah. And James Harden. I mean, well, I guess James Harden's younger, but
right. But and KD and Steph.
Yeah, KD is
like 33, right?
Yeah, Steph is LeBron's age or close to it, right?
LeBron's like 37, right?
No,
LeBron's turning 37. He's turning 37 this year.
Holy crap, I'm 2 years behind.
And then I know DeAndre Jordan is 33, which doesn't make any sense if they're DeAndre. If DJ is on there,
DeAndre Jordan, that's
makes no sense.
Just them being lazy, bro, for real.
Yeah. KD's 32 and Steph is 33 and Harden.
Oh, he's KD's 32. Age. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kyrie makes sense. Kyrie is only 29.
Of course, yeah. Westbrook is.
Dude, no. First of all, Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan do not deserve to be there.
For sure.
Blake Griffin. Okay, look. This season they put this out. He averaged 21 points, 7 rebounds, and let's see, 5 assists. Just under a steal, just under a block. His shooting splits weren't that bad, but it's good numbers. But this man was gonna be 30 in 2020. He's not gonna be the top 10 player.
Were they like perennial all-stars back then? Like, were they ranking like every year?
Most of these guys were big time.
DeAndre Jordan was not making the all-star team. He only made it in 2017. So he wasn't making this like every year, dog.
Well, not DeAndre. I'm saying most of these guys were.
Yeah, but
DeAndre Jordan, I don't understand at all because like he had no he still doesn't have a developed post game. He has really no scoring game at all.
Yeah, Blake made the All-Star team from 2011 to 2015. So that makes that makes sense, right?
Blake putting him in this, I can kind of understand because his trajectory was pretty high.
Yeah,
he just got injury riddled. But like you have to have LeBron in here.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know how you don't have LeBron in this. This is kind of weird.
I like how they put KD in a Wizards jersey.
Oh man.
That's crazy.
They got. I mean, I understand why LeBron isn't in here because he's like older now. But if you have DeAndre Jordan in there and everyone else is still there, and then they're in there who's like 33 now, then
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
So they have Bradley Beal in here?
I mean, the oldest person they have is I think Steph at 31.
Here's a question we didn't ask. Yeah. Wait, Steph's the oldest at 30.
Isn't Steph
on this list? Yeah.
No, isn't KD older?
Well, KD's 31 also, and Westbrook.
DJ is the oldest on this list.
I'm not even thinking about DJ. Forget him. He shouldn't even be here.
Harden is what, 30?
30. Yeah.
Right.
Well, here's a question that's
fine.
That blows my mind because it was 2015. How did Damian Lillard not crack this list?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Russ and Steph around here. Yeah.
Man, they put some guy from Israeli in here. Come on, bro.
And Beal and Wall.
And then they put Jaylen Brown as a high schooler. And then they put Andre Drummond at 14.
We already knew what Dame was at this point.
Did we? Yeah, he was an all-star.
No, we didn't. We didn't know like what he was, but you saw, like you knew. I mean, Dame's rookie year, he won Rookie of the Year, so you could just off that alone, your trajectory is probably higher than 90% of these guys.
And he got Kobe's stamp of approval too.
Right. True.
Damian Lillard, that's a big miss.
They missed it. Oh, I see. So he was averaging only 20 points per game when they put this list out in 2014, and then he made a huge jump the year after. So,
but you have to understand, he was like his second year in the league, third year in the league,
second or third year,
his third year, yeah.
And what was Bradley Beal averaging? Huh?
That's a good point.
What was
Steph? What was Steph averaging
as a high schooler averaging for him to even be considered?
What the hell? Yes, Beal was averaging 15. He's averaging 15 points per game. Jaylen Brown as a high schooler, yeah. Man, this is
I understand Karl Anthony Towns just because he's KAT, but I don't understand Andre Drummond. Like, I understand he's a good rebounder, but other than that, like, what does he do, bro?
Damn.
I think everybody thought he developed.
Klay Thompson.
They have Klay too high. Well, actually, maybe not too high.
I don't know.
Maybe around there.
What year?
Classic.
Let's see.
No. I understand.
This is why you don't take Bleacher Report serious.
For real.
For real.
I was gonna AD. I think AD at 1 is okay because you could have predicted that. Man, the blooper reel is coming, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you. But I can respect AD because you could see the potential back then. I feel like, but man, it's been a wild ride.
Yeah, facts.
In those 5 years, and then they just skip all of the primes. I don't know. It's weird. And
Where's D Rose in this?
Wiggins is just awful.
D Rose needs to be on here.
They flopped on the Wiggins off. Yeah.
Derrick Rose, man. Derrick Martell Rose is not on this list. That is crazy.
That's whack. What? What are you guys
Derrick Martell Rose is not on this list, bro.
What did you say? Did you say
crazy?
Darren? Did you say Darren?
I said Derrick Martell Rose is not on this list.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
I have a problem with that.
Okay.
That's all I said.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, everybody should see the graphic now, but yeah, that's crazy. Any thoughts on that?
Oh God, what? Jimmy Butler.
Oh yeah.
Why did Jimmy Butler? I guess no. At that point, no, maybe not at that point.
He won most improved. That was the year he won most improved. Okay, he averaged 20 points that year, so he was on the rise. But
okay,
I don't think people potential-wise were saying that he'd become a franchise star.
Luka Doncic. I mean,
did they even know?
I put Luka as a what?
I would put Luka over that one dude
as a 16-year-old, right?
Yep.
Kawhi Leonard? Did Kawhi make this list?
Bro, no. I was just about to say that.
Kawhi. How did they not have Kawhi? He was already established too.
They don't have Kawhi.
Didn't he win a Finals MVP?
He won Finals MVP the year before. He won Defensive Player of the Year this year. The year they made this list.
There's no way. They left
Kawhi
off. Was Joel Embiid on this list?
They put DeAndre Jordan? No.
Joel Embiid.
That's a funny thing. They put Joel
wasn't on that. Yeah, Joel.
Damn.
They put Jahlil Okafor.
No, Joel was already drafted.
He was, right?
Yep.
But he just got hurt, so I guess.
Yeah, he was just out. Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess that's understandable.
DeAndre Jordan led the league in rebounds that season.
Okay.
And then as Chris Paul led the league in assists and steals.
I was gonna say even.
And Carmelo was
on this list.
I'm surprised Melo and Chris Paul aren't on this list, or LeBron. Left all of them off, but man,
I don't know.
No, Kevin Love. Carmelo, but I don't know
Kevin Love.
I don't know.
Kevin Love should be on this list. He's on the Wolves.
There's too many names, Zach. Come on, bro.
What? Kevin Love?
No, this is.
Kevin Love.
There's too many names.
Wow. Kevin Love.
This list. This list was put
Yeah.
Zach, this was here in Cleveland. So this deserved to be on this list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was.
If this was made when he was on the Wolves, then I understand that for sure.
Right.
You have to remember his play.
14-15. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah.
I should be looking at that.
1, 2,
again,
3, 4.
Kawhi, AD, Boogie, Butler.
Fuck.
Yeah, Kawhi should be on this list. There's like 5 people
like
who should be on this list instead
6,
of.
Yeah, there's 5 or 6 ones that I just have like insane issues with. Not sure how to feel about John Wall. I think that he probably
I understand
could have been
John
top
Wall.
20.
Yeah, for sure.
Boogie again
he is
up
still
in the
top
air.
20.
Yeah.
No, Boogie deserves to be on this. What do you mean?
Yeah, Boogie definitely deserves to be on this
because of his injuries.
He deserves to be on this list. Well, yeah, I mean we could say that, but I'm just saying, like, if I was
back then,
if I was in 2015 and I saw this list come out, I'd be like, okay, yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. So if I was in 2015 and I saw this, I'd be like, okay, Boogie, I understand. I have a problem with Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan being there, and then Jaylen Brown and some foreign kid being there too.
Right.
And then Bradley Beal. Because even in 2015, I put, like you guys said, Damian Lillard over Bradley Beal.
Right.
So I don't understand how you put 3 people that are not even in the league yet.
Damn.
It's just stupid.
Damn. I'm surprised. Yeah. I'm looking at all these.
And Andre Drummond. Take him out too.
Damn.
I'd take Drummond out, yeah, for sure.
Giannis should be in the top 10.
Giannis.
They missed the boat on Giannis.
Yeah.
Because Giannis was super hyped, like when he was so young. I don't know how you don't have him in the top 10.
Facts.
Whatever, man.
That's interesting.
It's not a reliable source anymore.
Interesting to Bleacher Report. Is Bleacher Report no longer a reliable source?
Not for me, bro.
They're just not as serious. They're not. I don't take them serious at all.
Unless they're literally giving me undisputable facts like the score to a game. I'm not sure I'm gonna listen.
True. Also, so trades. We gotta talk about the Lauri Markkanen trade real quick. That was some interesting trade that went down. We posted about it on social media, covered that.
Broke the news ourselves.
Let me just
pull reliable sources.
Let me just pull. Yeah.
I don't know if that was clear. We broke the news.
Yeah,
we
like legit.
AK say less.
Phone called us and I said, "Yo, there's a trade through." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Can I?" I was like, "Can I post a story?" He's like, "Sure, go ahead. I'll give you the green light." So, we got the call from them.
It's simple. Just type in. Just give it the old. Say less on Twitter. Doing myself right now. Say Less Basketball Podcast on Twitter. Let's see, it's right there. Say _less_pod. You know what it is. It's linked below too. But the Bulls will acquire. It's a 3-team trade, so there's the Bulls, the Cavs, and the Blazers involved. The Bulls will acquire Derrick Jones Jr., Portland lottery protected future first-round pick, and a Cavs future second-rounder. The Cavs got Lauri Markkanen from the Bulls, and then the Blazers acquired Larry Nance Jr. from the Cavs. So we already had like a little discussion about this off the podcast, but I know that these gentlemen are not happy. They think it could have been better. Do you have any details you want to get into here, gentlemen? Anything you think? Do you think this is a good trade for the Bulls? Do you think they got enough from Lauri, or do you think they could have gotten more?
They could have got more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go first.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know.
All right. Do your thing.
I just wanted to look up real quick to make sure that first round pick, the lottery protected one, I want to see the year. It's 2022, so that's next draft, right? Here's my issue, and Mohammed, we kind of talked about this. Zach, you were working, so I think you read it. But my main issue with this trade is that pick being lottery protected. If the Blazers trade Dame this year, they're gonna suck. I mean, they're gonna be really bad, and that pick is probably gonna be a lottery pick, or it at least has a way better chance. And so they could end up just losing that pick. So that's my biggest issue, because I actually like Derrick Jones. I don't think he's that bad a player.
Yeah.
So, I would have said I want that first round pick for sure. No protection, because another issue I have with this, or a question I had, was who really had the leverage in this situation. I kind of feel like the Bulls lost all their leverage because Lauri has just been abysmal. You disagree? Why?
What I'm reading is that another reason why they liked Derrick Jones Jr. is because his contract is expiring, and they want to give Zach LaVine as much money for the max next season as give him as much. So they got a good contract. Deal with
Lauri. Okay.
So, they said that they originally offered Derrick Jones Jr. as a draft pick, but the Bulls wanted another pick, so that's why they had Cleveland come in. So I don't know if that means that originally he was gonna go to Portland, but that's what I'm reading. So I'm just calling,
Okay.
Right.
So then they were satisfied no matter what with that, which to me, I don't know. I just kind of feel like Lauri could have been worth more, but I guess his market.
I think so too. Yeah, his market value just dropped.
He's been injured too much. He's been really inconsistent. And Derrick Jones is going to fit well with the Bulls, I think, because that man is a dunking machine and a defensive machine. He's going to help them defensively.
Facts.
They already got way better defensively this year. And he's a big guy, right? He's like 6'8", 6'9".
6'8", 6'9", yeah.
So, so he can work a little bit down low and help assist Vooch or whoever, because we just want to make sure Vooch doesn't have to do anything, okay? Because that man can't move. So,
dead.
Which is fine, because offensively, we'll live with it. We'll live with what he can give us. But so I like Derrick Jones, especially. Also, the other aspect is he can dunk. Have you guys seen the memes? The Bulls just became Lob City.
Yeah,
I've seen them. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah,
LaVine, Caruso, Derrick Jones Jr., and DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan.
Facts.
Wait,
and with Lonzo?
Caruso's never been in the dunk contest, right? I was about to say all four of them have been in the dunk contest.
He can throw it down. And then they got Lonzo and Kobe throwing oops.
Yeah, facts.
Exactly. So they're going to be
exciting.
I like the player they got. I just wish the pick wasn't protected.
Yeah, okay.
Look, and as of right now, Dame is not being traded.
Right. Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. It doesn't look like that. Because it looks like Ben Simmons doesn't even want to go to Portland. So Sixers are probably the number one team that they could have got really good for.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So for right now, I don't think. Look, Dame. Remember how he said that he wanted to see what the Blazers would do in the offseason? This is not good because they haven't improved at all.
No, not at
all. This is the opposite.
Not right.
Larry Nance is a good player, but that's not the type of player they want. They want a big splash. That's what Dame wants, and he didn't get that. So maybe in the next couple of weeks, maybe we'll see Dame wants to leave. But for right now, if Dame stays, that pick is going to be a real good pick.
Well, yes, but let's also say he stays. What if he elects to sit out? I don't think that's the kind of player he is. I really don't. But I'm just turmoil-wise, it could. I'm not. I'm not too worried about that because the Bulls team-wise shouldn't really need to rebuild through the draft or build through the draft.
I'm not saying rebuild, but it's a decent pick.
No, I'm agreeing with you. Yeah, it can either way. It could end up being okay. I just wish it was a little more because I feel like Lauri could have been worth more.
I told you, remember, I think they should have got another player instead of just going for picks, but.
Who else would they have gotten? Are you doing it off the Blazers or Cavs?
If it's Portland, then I'd say.
Yeah, but they've progressively gotten worse over the past year with trades.
Who?
The Portland. Remember we talked about before when they traded.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
The Norman Powell, Gary Trent thing.
Yeah, that one was bad. And then they haven't since then.
Gary Trent was asking for a lot of money, so
yeah.
Well, he was gonna try to ask for a lot of money, so probably that's why.
They lost Melo, who was a solid.
Wait, what am I saying? Then they paid Norman Powell like a $90 million contract.
Right.
Never mind, I'm tweaking.
They lost Melo, who was a decent acquisition.
Mm-hmm.
Now they just traded away Derrick Jones, who's solid off the bench.
They got Larry Nance, so
Larry Nance,
if we're just talking about Derrick Jones for Larry Nance, I think that's a good swap. I don't mind that, but
Larry Nance
they haven't improved yet.
Right.
But Will, like you said, with the whole, I don't know, because if it was just Portland, I guess they wouldn't have anybody else I would like. If the Cavs,
we want Dame.
We'll
take Dame.
That was a good one. I don't know. Just if they could find another team, then I understand that.
Right. So, yeah.
Why did they do the 3-team deal? Was it to make? It was to make
another draft pick.
Okay, I was thinking another pick. Yeah, I mean the Cavs' second round pick. That's 2 years from now, so that pick it's hard to really trajectorize what, if that's even a word, what that'll mean.
I feel bad for Lauri, bro, for real, because I thought he was a good player. I didn't mind keeping him.
Yeah,
but I understood why. I understood why people don't like him.
I definitely want him gone.
I think it would have been a good as a bench player. Okay, coming off the bench, I think it would have been a decent player. But
all I know is I had him on my fantasy team and didn't really do anything.
Rip.
But the Bulls are like, what I like about this is they're going. You know how I talked in the past, and I think we all have agreed, the Bulls have recently not really had a direction. Like under Gar Forman, John Paxson, there's just never a hey, are we tanking this year? Are we gonna try and make the playoffs? Are we just throwing everything out the window? Like, what's our game plan here? But this, to me, reiterates what they've done all offseason, and that's we're going for it. We're trying to assemble a roster, first of all, that we like and that we think will fit well together and in our locker room, because I don't know if Lauri was a great locker room presence, because I know there was some turmoil there, and not maybe that locker room's bad word for it. Like with management though, there were some issues, and maybe they just didn't want that, and I can kind of understand that a little bit. So if that was the issue, cool, but they're going for it, and I like that, because I think the Bulls got a good shot to make the playoffs this year.
For sure. Yeah.
DraftKings doesn't. So
really.
I think they're still not favored to make it. So
wow.
According to ESPN, they have the worst offseason out of everybody this year. So
the Bulls had the worst offseason, acquiring 2 All-Stars.
Yep, it's ESPN.
Oh well, I guess not 2 All-Stars. One soon to be All-Star. Hopefully.
I'm disappointed.
I guess Lonzo Cruz and DeMar DeRozan are
on a team.
If it was the Lakers, it'd been like, oh, this is the best offseason of all time. But
anyone who uses ESPN as evidence for their arguments is casual.
I'm
not talking about reporting. I'm talking about stats. When I use it for an argument, and there's no, in my opinion, the national sports network of the world, is fine for sorting stats and whatnot. But some folks don't agree. As Will's trying to throw me under the bus here, but just saying.
I'm gonna say this for anybody watching: if you guys need NBA insider news, sources, just everything, what we're trying to tell you is don't use Bleacher Report or ESPN. Okay, they're not serious franchising companies. Okay, say less is the way to go. So if you guys need news, just reporting, anything you need, anything about basketball now, today, tomorrow, the past, say less is the way to go. That's what I'm trying to say.
All we do is provide the facts.
We don't provide bad content either.
Yeah, we don't provide bad content, bad analysis.
You see on the I know you're scrolling through your Instagram feed and you see on the Bleacher Report and ESPN comments, why is this posted? Delete this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I know they see that in the comments.
You don't see that on ours.
No.
Everybody always complains about too much LeBron. If you guys come to our way, we don't even know who LeBron is, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah, for real.
We still throw the occasional LeBron tweet out there because there's a large audience for that, if you know what I'm saying.
Or we put on our Instagram story.
Yeah, there's a large audience for that. A lot of potential in that region to expand. But we don't.
That's remind me. I gotta put another.
We don't have those issues. Our comments are mostly related to promotions. Right. So
exactly.
We definitely don't have issues. People telling us to take stuff down.
Support small business. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough time for the pandemic.
Yeah, so exactly.
For real.
Support small, Black partially owned businesses. Partially created, but yeah, right.
Oh my
God.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh man.
I went too far there. I'm sorry. I apologize. But yeah.
You got a haircut, Zach?
I got one last week.
Oh, looks good.
Last week too, and I apologized. Putting the thing on last week. I completely glazed over that. I don't know how that happened, but he was shouting me out. He was like, "Man, it looks really good." And then he was like, "No, I'm not gonna say anything about my haircut." And I had already moved on from the conversation. So,
Mohammed, your haircut looks good too.
It looks fire. Yeah.
I didn't get one.
Yeah, but you will at some point.
Yeah. Okay.
It will look good. I just want you to know.
Thanks for thinking ahead, bro.
Matter of fact, happy birthday. Early birthday. I know your birthday just passed.
He's building the confidence.
Literally 5 days ago, but
right.
Happy next year birthday, man. You're gonna be
appreciate it.
Build the confidence back up.
You see, Zach, you see how he's like he's so thoughtful that he's thinking way ahead. Look at that.
A year in advance.
360 days ahead. That's just crazy, bro.
That's what I should do. So then the next time it happens, I can just say I said it before. So then Muhammad, happy birthday for the next 10 years.
If August 23rd, 2022 comes next year and I don't get a happy birthday message from Will, I wouldn't mind because he said it 365 days.
He knows.
So it's just I'm good. He's straight.
Okay.
I also want to ask you, just for clarification purposes, Mohammed, is that a special day? Was there anybody else that's shared that birthday?
Yeah.
May they rest in peace.
Yeah. Big shout out to Kobe Bean Bryant. I know he's not with us anymore. But it's always been special to have a cool birthday, a cool celebrity birthday with you. So mine is Kobe's, and so also Lil Yachty for everybody listens to Lil Yachty, but but yeah. Big shout out to Kobe, man.
The Mamba, the Black Mamba.
Facts.
You know what it is.
Also a big shout out to Chadwick Boseman.
Yesterday.
So rest in peace.
Yeah.
Was it yesterday or today?
It's yesterday.
Wow.
No, it was today. It's today.
I saw it on social media yesterday.
This is getting posted tomorrow, so.
Okay, but we're recording on today.
Folks.
That's true.
Chadwick. I probably shouldn't look at his Instagram. That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Yeah, I'm looking at Wikipedia.
So I am literally.
It is today, August 28th.
Gosh darn it. Mohammed,
Wow, it's already been a year.
You were right.
Man. Damn.
I was wrong.
I'm always right, bro.
Damn, man.
I'm not surprised.
I can't
believe. You have a girlfriend?
No.
Okay, well there you go. You can keep that sprinkle on.
He likes to keep his options open. He can't be held down, man. You know what I'm saying?
You can't tie me down.
You can't tie me down, right? I need to keep looking.
Can't tie me down.
Facts. Big facts.
I just skate away from the haters that hate.
Oh no. But also, this is also just a little casual episode, chilling at like half an hour right now. We might talk for a little bit more here about this USA Today list. Good God Almighty!
Holy crap!
I'm not again. The Say Less Basketball Podcast doesn't.
We don't do this stuff.
We don't do bad publicity. We just have concise, nice lists. Just saying.
And we have explanations for why we say what we say.
Exactly.
We don't just say, hey, LeBron's not a top 20 player in 5 years because he's old.
Right.
That's not a good argument.
We don't snub people on purpose.
Nope. No, sir.
The snub here is USA Today on the point guards for next season ranked Russell Westbrook at 10 in the NBA, 10th in point guards. So they had Ben Simmons ahead of him, which God is fucking asinine. De'Aaron Fox ahead of him. Drew Holiday.
Factual.
Ja. Chris Paul at 5. Trae Young at 4. Kyrie Irving at 3. Damian Lillard at 2. And, of course, Stephen Curry at 1.
Derrick Rose.
Nice try. Derrick Rose did crack the top 25, I think. I think he's like 21 or something.
25. He's a
Zach,
20. There are 25 point guards better than Derrick Rose.
It said Brogdon, Lowry, Russell, Dinwiddie, Kemba Walker. Wow, they put Kemba, Rozier.
So
Rose is 21.
No,
yeah.
Dinwiddie, Kemba Walker,
nah,
Brogdon
that's
are better.
That's some BS. That's some BS.
No.
That's some BS. They put Kemba ahead. That's some BS, man.
All right, y'all got this, man. Y'all can talk about Russell Westbrook. I don't care about Russ, man. It's disgusting.
Mohammed is deeply offended. Lonzo was 15. But they have Brogdon ahead of him, Van Vliet.
They probably have AO on this list.
Mike Conley.
Somehow.
Mike Conley at 12. LaMelo Ball at 11.
What?
Wow. And then Russ at 10. Russ at 10 is horrible, but they said so their reasoning for this is a slow injury related start to the last season had some thinking that he might finally be seeing the decline of Russell Westbrook until a brilliant second half of the campaign. Yeah, we know. So brilliant second half.
Don't you usually remember the later stuff?
They're saying he might be slowing a bit athletically and still lacks a reliable outside jumper. And then they said, but you'd be hard pressed to find a more tenacious point guard. Okay, so their reasoning is they're trying
to sugarcoat it. They're trying to make themselves look good.
Yeah, right. They're trying to exactly. And then they put him at 10, so that's bad. And they have Ben Simmons ahead of him, which Ben Simmons should not be top 10, in my opinion. Solely based off the playoffs last season. You can go out and find Russ is better than him. You could argue Trae Young is better than him. LaMelo Ball. I would certainly say Trae Young and Russ. So
here's the issue man. I have. Okay, I love De'Aaron Fox, and I think De'Aaron Fox is up there.
Yeah.
And quick. But I don't think he's quite ahead of Russ yet.
Yeah.
And my reasoning behind this is Russ has shown multiple times, well, maybe not multiple, but a couple of times that he can lead a team to the playoffs. He did the same thing. He did that with the Wizards last year. Granted, they got clobbered, which is fine because nobody really. It's not fine, but
well, first of all, I mean, he did it in the East with a terrible record.
Yeah.
But it still happened. He also did it. I guess we can't think about the past, but he's also averaged a triple double. What 4 of the last 5 years?
Yeah. Perennial all-star.
Here's the thing. This kind of news can't get out there because now you're gonna start having LeBron fans and Laker fans start saying. I put quotes around Laker fans, by the way, for those listening. They're gonna start saying, "Oh, we don't have a super team."
Yep.
Oh, if we win, we don't have a super team. That's insane. Okay, Russell Westbrook to me. I think he's easily a top 10 point guard. Everybody's so quick to forget just because he was injured for half the year last year. Well, look at the half of the year he wasn't injured. I'm pretty sure most people would say a top 5 point guard. I don't know off the top of my head if you'd say that, but like his caliber is ridiculous. I don't know how you say this.
Yeah. I was gonna say this. Like this is just another more fuel for Lakers fans or Russ fans or whatever you want to call it, Wizard fans, OKC fans. Just another reason for them to say, look, We're not a super team. LeBron doesn't have as much help, everybody's calling AD's knee or street clothes, whatever his nickname is now. LeBron's old and washed king, whatever. Yeah. And Russ is not even a top 10 PG in the league, or he's barely a top 10. So it's not a super team. It's USA Today. Like whoever gets their sources or gets the news or just follows USA Today
from USA Today.
Come on, bro. I thought there was like a news outlet or something. I didn't know they covered the NBA. So
I didn't either when I sent that over.
Just dumb. I hate saying like USA Today or CBS Sports or Yahoo Sports or something like that do this type of reporting, because I don't find it serious at all.
I have a question. Yeah. Who's better than Russ for sure? Steph?
Yeah, this is tough.
Dame, right? You say Steph and Dame for sure.
Yeah.
After those two,
it's hard.
I gotta be honest with you. I would at least consider Russell Westbrook.
Yeah. What about Chris Paul?
I mean, we're talking about going into this year. I would not put Chris Paul as a better point guard than Russell Westbrook.
Yeah,
better point guard or better player?
Or a better, he might be a better point guard. He might not. He's definitely not a better player in my opinion, but he might be a better
point guard position. If we're talking about solely the point guard position, not the old stated things he's the true point guard. The true point guard. No, if the point guard position, I think Russ is ahead of CP3.
I don't think so. Just because he's more athletic, I don't think so.
I think so. I think.
Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook couldn't do what Chris Paul did.
I agree with that.
Okay.
So if he can't do that, then no. If he wants to average more rebounds and points than him, that's fine with me. But I'll still take Chris Paul.
I agree with that. So let's say Russ.
I'm talking to the other guy.
For what?
Steph, Dame. Do you want to put Trae Young? Do you guys think Trae Young is definitively better than Westbrook?
Steph, Trae, Dame, Russ.
And then 4.
And then Chris Paul.
Well, I'm doing better than Russell Westbrook.
Oh, okay.
I got 4 right now.
I don't know if you can put. I don't know if you can put or Kyrie. I don't know if you can put Kyrie.
I don't either. I don't know if Kyrie is
hard to make
better.
It's hard to make 5 without him. It's hard to make a 3 without him. Or 4, right? I don't know how you leave him out of the 5, man.
I think it's top 4 for sure.
Russ or Kyrie?
No, Russ.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is after Steph and Dame, I start looking at Russell Westbrook. At least he's in the conversation. Steph and Dame, like they're different. They're in their own category. After that, though, you got to think about Russ. Who gets paid to make this list? Who authorized it? Who says okay?
Who's the author's name or whoever wrote this article?
I don't know, dude.
Look them up on social media. Let them know.
Yeah, but I don't even know if I'd get mad at them. I get mad at the person. Well, I mean, I'll get mad at them, but I get more mad at the person that looked at it and said, you know what, this is okay to say. Put this out there. We are okay with this.
Yeah, who gave the green light to this guy?
Facts.
Did you read the list, bro? And then the reasoning. Injuries are sometimes a good reason, I guess. But hasn't Russ had a catastrophic injuries and still just keeps coming back?
Frank by now.
Oh,
wrote this article.
Youch.
Good job, Frank. Good job, bro. So how do they put DeJounte Murray at 22, but then they put Derrick Rose ahead of him, and then they put Terry Rozier ahead of them both?
I don't know, man.
Terry Rozier doesn't even start. He didn't even start. Well, I guess he did.
What is this? If we're talking about all-around play, Derrick Rose and DeJounte Murray are better than Terry Rozier. All around as a player.
Yeah.
That's definitive. And then they put Kemba at 19. And his numbers are worse.
Yeah.
Here's to support your Derrick Rose argument. Here's what he has that a lot of other players don't. He can lead a team. I know he didn't lead the Knicks to the playoffs. You can't definitively say it was him, but there was a clear leader of the team like that. And you saw it in the playoffs. Like, it was so evident in the playoffs. That's what I was about to say.
Mm-hmm. He was far and away the second best player in the Knicks, if not the best.
No, he's the best. Julius Randle might have had statistically the best season.
Right.
But it's like looking at the Suns and saying, well, Devin Booker is the best player on their team. And you can make that argument. But I think if you just look at impact and everything else collectively, you would have said CP3.
Right.
You know, not to get in that argument, but it's debatable. I'd just say Derrick Rose, because he offers so much more than just stats. You know, not everything can be seen on a stat sheet.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, that's you in a more extreme case, but like when you debate LeBron and Jordan, to me, that's one of the significant things that separates Jordan from LeBron is stuff you can't see on a stat sheet. Same thing here. Like Derrick Rose provides that kind of stuff. And I'm not trying to buff him up like, you know, unrealistically say he's, you know, a top 5 point guard. But there's a lot of guys ahead of him, like LaMelo at 11.
D'Angelo Russell, Spencer Dinwiddie.
I don't know how.
D'Lo is ahead of Derrick Rose?
I can't believe that.
Nah,
if you told me for a playoff series, which of these point guards would you take, I'd take Derrick Rose over all these guys, bro. It's ridiculous.
What is this?
Good job, Mr. Frank. You probably just put that out this list just to get talked about more since USA Today is not something that people take serious.
Dead.
No, this didn't help. This didn't help anybody take it seriously, bro.
Well, we're just doing it for the clicks, man.
Clickbait.
Clickbait.
We got another click, guys! Yay!
Damn.
Ridiculous.
Man, what is tonight? Are we just trying to, you know?
Isn't Luka
torture our brains?
I guess you don't count Luka as a point guard either. Wow.
They don't?
Yeah.
Really? That's funny. They didn't count him as a point guard for all NBA?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, they did. So
I think they did, yeah.
Where's Luka?
For real.
Frank, we got questions. Come on the podcast next episode. We got a lot of bones to pick, right?
Yeah, we do.
This is asinine.
Yeah.
As Stephen A would say, that's
blasphemous. Let's just forget about Frank's stupid list. Just forget about him.
All right.
Oh, dude, I want to play a reaction.
A reaction video? I'm dead. But yeah, we're keeping it pretty casual, pretty light this episode. If you guys have any topics. Oh, go ahead, Will. Go ahead.
No. Go. I gotta find it first. I'll let you know when I find it. Keep going.
All right, but if you guys have any other topics, I mean, we're already at chilling at 46 minutes right now, but
I mean, when are we gonna talk about the hardest leagues to get into?
That's true. We were talking about that last week. The hardest leagues to get into.
Get more in depth with it.
That's true. You guys have Mohammed? Do you have a pick for the hardest league to get into?
Well, since you asked, bro.
Hold up.
Oh, that sounds like Scottie Pippen.
That's what he wants. I know. That's what he said. Who wants to go first on this? That is blasphemous. That is blasphemous.
My all-time favorite reaction.
That is blasphemous.
Okay, sorry.
That is blasphemous. Mohammed, you were looks locked in over there, like he's hardcore researching.
Well, I'm just reading this guy's answer to because I went on Quora or Quora.
Right.
Quora. You guys familiar with that? Yeah, Quora.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I get all my information there.
Oh, dead.
So I like to read just answers from regular folks like us instead of people like Frank who get paid to do a job and do it bad.
Frank's gonna get shit on every episode.
Every episode, bro.
It seems. I'm just saying. It seems like when I go on Quora, I like answers from regular folks like us because they kind of look like they can do a better job than Frank. But, this guy named John Brackett said a lot of people have been saying NBA. So, he was saying if you look like number-wise for population, roster size, then the NBA is the hardest because there's only about 400, 500 players in the NBA.
Right.
And he also said you have to take into consideration of advantages because the average height for a male in the world is about 5'9". I don't know if you guys knew that.
Well, that's because of China, right?
Shout out all the short kings. Shout out all the short kings. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying like I'm saying like China has like 2 billion people and
yeah, okay, that's true. But he put NHL, NBA, and FIFA. So just if anybody's not familiar with FIFA, just basically football or soccer,
Right.
Average height is 6'1". For NFL, it's 6'2". So for NBA, it's 6'4". And basically, there's less than 1% of the world's population is over 6'4". Oh wait, no, the average for NBA is 6'6".
Oh, I see where you're going with this. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, I feel like what he's saying about height, I feel like that's just it's way easier to get an NBA with height than I feel like you still have a chance in soccer, you still have a chance in NHL, you still have a chance in MLB and all that stuff. But I feel like if you're not the right height for NBA, then it's just gonna be hard. I'm not saying it's not possible because we all know there's guys like Robinson and Isaiah Thomas and stuff like that. But how we always used to say, there's not a lot of teams, championship teams, that have been led by a small guy other than Isaiah Thomas and Steph. So it's very rare to come into the league and succeed at that height. Succeed at that height with that height. You know what I'm saying? You see what I did there? Okay, bro. Yeah, but I think in NBA. I think NBA.
I would say, yeah. There's also less. Isn't like on all the rosters, I think basketball is like the smallest. Like
it's 13 to 15.
Yeah,
people.
Like that's a small. Like you could honestly have like a group chat of players, like a Bulls group chat, only have 13 players.
And message them before their games every day.
That's not the case in football, or other sports. But basketball, I feel like you have to have. Yeah, you can't just be tall. Like I've seen guys who have been tall, but if you don't put the work in, if you're not decently athletic to run up and down the court successfully multiple times, or have the right cardio or the willpower, you won't get in. And you have to like grind for that. I know you have to grind in any league, but I feel like since it's so small, and this is reminding me of the Bradley Beal talk he gave to his AAU team or whatever earlier this year. And he was like, you have to, beat me. Which means you have to guard me, and none of y'all motherfuckers can guard me. You just have to go out and be the best version of yourself and try to play at a high level every night, because somebody's gonna be waiting to take your job, and there's just a select few guys that are waiting and can take it away from you. So yeah, I was gonna say, I think I said NBA last week too, but Mohammed said his spiel too.
A lot of guys are saying NHL.
Oh, okay.
Well, I can't speak on that. I don't know if you guys can. I can't really.
They're saying NHL for athletic purposes. I don't know about like actual path to the NHL.
I would have said basketball for athletic purposes.
But, yeah, the height.
Because you gotta, okay. Let me. All right, keep going, Mohammed. Sorry, I don't mean.
No. That was all I was gonna say.
So, the one John, whatever his name was,
actually,
his analysis.
I do have more to say.
Go for it.
No, I'm just playing. Go ahead. I'm just playing. I'm kidding.
We'll handle this. We'll handle this in person. That's fine. We'll make a treaty and figure out who can speak when. So John's analysis, or whoever you were reading on Quora, he was going by percentage of the population, and like I was saying, I don't know if that's a great way to go about it, because is a large percentage of the population where in their region they just, those people are small or shorter, just generally like that, and then some regions of populations tend to be taller. So I don't know if that's just a great way to go on it. The way I thought about this was, I mentioned it last week, was I thought about, like, in terms of people that can go pro, not out of everybody, because obviously if you're going out of everybody, then maybe I would go basketball, because again, percentage wise, least amount of players in NBA, smallest rosters and everything. And then again, you have, groups of people that don't reach the heights required to, that you need to. So it's limited to, whatever region or whatever, which I think is just unfair, but it is the way it is, right? So I looked at this as those who can make it, which is the hardest. And for that reason, I said baseball. And the reason I say that is because you have to go through 3 different leagues to get to baseball. Usually by the time you're in the MLB, you're like mid-20s, maybe a little older. And that, unless you're like a Mike Trout or, I can't even think of Bryce Harper, guys like that just come in immediately. Everybody, Juan Soto is another one that's playing right now. Cody Bellinger. Like there are people who do it. I'm not saying that it's not impossible. But the other aspect of it is that I played baseball for forever. I know, Zach, you did. Mohammed, you played us, for a little, right? Yeah. You have to be cognitively there. Like, you really need to be able to know what's going on to play baseball. You cannot just be an athlete. And I'm not just saying like that, you just have to be an athlete to play football or basketball. I'm just saying those sports rely more on athleticism than baseball, to me. You can disagree, whatever. But in baseball, you got to be somewhat athletic because they are athletes. And you also have to really be cognitively smart. And you also have to have this thing called a reaction time, which is, an athletic part of it, because which I value little. But I just said it was baseball. I don't really have any statistical evidence to back that up, like John was going about or whatever. I just personally, I think it, again, out of those professional athletes that can make it, like people who actually have a chance, you got to go through so many systems, so many. All you got to do, like, I don't know. It's hard. I could see all of them. What about the NFL?
NFL, I was going to talk about soccer just because since you talk about the systems. Soccer, I feel like if you want to make it as a professional, I think it's easy or easier.
Well, are you talking soccer in America or the world?
Well, globally, because soccer in America still connects to soccer in Europe because guys do get scouted over here, and guys from Europe tend to come over here too. I know that's like a retirement thing, but they still come over here. So I feel like, they're still connected in some way. But I was going to say, since you talk about different leagues, in soccer, they have the Premier League for English football. Then they have the championship, which is basically like, the second, the tier before. And then for guys coming in through an academy, most clubs have an academy that guys come in at like age 7 and they stay there till like they're 18, 17. And they play for these teams, and then they could either get signed with these teams if they're good enough, which is pretty rare. But if they don't, they get loaned out to different leagues. And there's just so many leagues in soccer, so I feel like there's always a chance for guys to, showcase their skills. With NBA, there is something in NBA in the G League, but I don't think it's just as popular as soccer is. But what were you gonna say about the NFL?
I was gonna ask you, like, where. Because none of us have said the NFL. Like, why not? I personally, I don't know if I have a good reason for not saying the NFL. Because, they're all so hard to get. It's so hard to become a professional athlete. Don't you think
NFL wise? I know we talked about like, explain it like body advantages. So obviously NBA is height and stuff like that. So like my main argument, and then you said for MLB, like reaction time or just something that like you have to use your mind more in the MLB. Don't you think for NFL it's kind of hard too because of all the plays they run and how, like the schemes and plays, like how complex they are in NFL compared to most, like NBA, like if you're in a tight window, a tight game, last 2 minutes of fourth quarter, your plays can be simple. Or pick and roll to this guy, or run ISO for this guy, or try to make screens, make cuts, all that. It's easy for NBA. And the NFL, bro, like if you're in a 2-minute drill, you gotta pick the right plays. The defense has to, the offense has to, the quarterback.
Well, that's plays. Mostly the coaching, though, isn't it? I don't know. I'm asking.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's true. But still,
I don't disagree. Yeah. And the difficulty that they must have to encounter to memorize all these plays, to know what they're doing, the chemistry that you have to develop. Because baseball, I will say, outside of like a pitcher and a catcher, you don't need too much chemistry with your teammates. You need chemistry, you know, for the locker room purposes, but like in terms of being on the same page, I don't need to know, hey, Mohammed Hike, you know, he's going to run this route this way, or he's going to be at this point at this time, like that kind of stuff. You don't need in baseball. So that is a good point. That I didn't think about.
Yeah, that was like the main thing that I was thinking about when it comes to NFL.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, Zach typical. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying. Yeah. I already said my piece. I was just saying basketball.
What'd you say? You said basketball?
Basketball, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Basketball.
I was asking, like, what would an argument for NFL be? Because none of us said NFL.
I guess an argument for NFL would be that you have to be able to take the pressure. Like, I feel like if you get, because there's a lot of guys who are like really good at it, and then I feel like, they're like really good at it, and then they get into the NFL, and then they get like the first hit they take, like as soon as they get it, they're like, damn, I can't take this because it's on such a high level. So I feel like for the NFL, you could argue that you need that extra like, oh my God factor, like it's real, like it's a dog fight, like it's super physical, it's way more physical. You could argue in the NFL than the other leagues, even with all the penalties and flags that are enforced now. But I think that's one argument, and then the NFL is just so, that jump from college to NFL is so deep, because you can say like for NBA, Luka has said before that it's easier to score in FIBA and international things than in the NBA. Right. Or is it?
No, he said the NBA. It's easier to score in the NBA.
Than FIBA and stuff like that. Yeah. But in the NFL, that's like that. The level is so high to go from college to NFL. And there's so many guys that have been busts. George Marcus Russell, Giovanni Carmazzi from the Niners. There's so many guys who are, that jump is so hard to make from college to the NFL, because the NFL is like, I feel like most people know NFL teams, most people know Tom Brady more, or at least follow the sports and follow NFL.
I was going to comment.
The Super Bowl is one of the most, it's probably the most nationally televised event. And it gets way more viewers than other sports like the NBA. And the finals is still massive, and the World Series is massive, and the Stanley Cup is big too. But the Super Bowl is on like another level, I think. So the jump, I think you can argue for in the NFL, is the jump from college to the NFL is just so massive, and there's so much room for error, and there's so much room to mess up. Because there's guys in the NFL who are veterans and know the game and know everything and ins and outs, and there's a lot more like welcome to the NFL moments where they get like destroyed, like
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow or Justin Fields. Like, welcome to the NFL. Here's a hit to your head and your helmet goes flying, and like that's like you're gonna get destroyed. There's gonna be like moments like that, and I don't think in any other sport there's really moments like that where you can get physically demolished so quick. So that's one reason why I think it's more of, I think you can get bumped out of the NFL more easier than other leagues. I don't know if you can get into it easier than I don't know that, but I feel like you can get bumped out certainly more quicker.
Yeah. So I was thinking about mentioning this when I was talking about mine. Well, no, when I was talking about baseball, but I was thinking about like social media now can help you, but it can also hurt you a lot. And part of the reason I was also saying baseball is because baseball is just not it's America's pastime, right? So it's not really as big a deal on social media, especially as NBA. Football and basketball. Whereas we knew who Zion was in high school. I can honestly tell you, I could not tell you a single high school baseball player that there's probably one out there that is like the next greatest thing. Like, and I could not tell you who they were. Same thing goes with football. We knew Trevor Lawrence. I mean, we kind of knew who he was, maybe not to that extent of Zion.
Right.
But
you compare Zion to Ohtani. Most people probably don't know Ohtani.
Yeah.
Most people probably know Zion, right?
Yeah, but exactly. And so social media can work to help you succeed or get into leagues in that way, but it can also hurt you more so in those leagues. Now, one thing you brought up, I think in the NFL that I agreed with, the NFL, it is way easier to see if you're a bust. Like when you're a bust, and everybody knows immediately. Because in the NBA, you can be a bust. Like I'm pretty sure most people would have said Markelle Fultz was a bust, Jabari Parker was a bust, Wiggins maybe to an extent was a bust. But there's like, especially Wiggins, he's still a really good player. If you're a bust in the NFL, bro, everyone knows who you like. You're terrible. Like you fall off the face of the Trent Richardson.
I mean, man.
Trent Richardson, bro. Come on, man. Like, so I thought that point was very valid. Like when you don't succeed in the NFL, because what is the average lifespan of an NFL player? I think it's like 3 years. Yeah. That's what Shannon and Skip were saying. Like that's it. That's all you get. So, and if you're a bust, you're gone. You're up and out of there. You're immediately. Everybody knows, and bye-bye. RG3. Maybe not. He wasn't a bust. He got hurt, but
Yeah.
I mean, Trent Richardson is the ultimate example.
Right. Yeah.
I want to ask you guys something off topic, though, just before we close. I sent that Michael Jordan thing. $5 million. You're offered $5 million.
Oh, right.
All you have to do is score on him one time. Prime MJ. Just have to score once. You get 10 tries. Are you doing it? Can you score? If you don't score, no music the rest of your life.
I'm not taking that chance, bro. The greatest defensive player of all time. I'm not taking it. No way, bro.
I'm pulling up,
bro.
Yep, I knew Mohammed was.
He would destroy me, bro.
I'm pulling up. If you give me 10 threes, you shoot over MJ. Come on, bro.
No. You're not even getting a shot up, bro. Every time you go to shoot the ball, he's swatting
I know he might spot it out, right? I got to think.
He talks shit to you every time.
I read the comments, and usually the comments are like just loaded with people like, yeah, I could score one time, but this was the first time I'd ever seen. I was like, no chance.
Hell no, man.
I was like, your place.
Prime MJ.
We've been over it a million times. There's a reason these guys go to the pros. It's not just magic,
bro. Even if I did lose and I can't listen to music the rest of my life, I'd still go up to MJ and be like, "It was an honor, sir." Just shake his hand real quick, take a picture.
he would probably tell you to F off and
he'd
slap you. He'd punch you. He'd call you a midget. He'd be like, "Shoot it, you effing midget."
He'd get personal, yeah. Yeah, he would say that to me for sure.
Yeah, that'd be the better. I'd be like, appreciate it, man.
He would have some make-believe story about all of us in his mind before we ever play him. That obviously couldn't be true because we've never seen him before.
That's all I needed. That's all I needed.
Oh, Mohammed, dropped 50 points on me as a Pacers.
As soon as I saw him pull up from the three the first time, that's all I needed. That's all I needed.
Yeah, I saw him even dare to dribble, take a step. How dare he?
I saw him dare he? I knew it. That's all I needed.
His smile, God, hate his teeth.
After that, it was just personal for me. He just starts talking personal shit to you, like talking shit about your mama and shit.
Oh my God. It would be comparable to how Jack is with you, Zach.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
He just randomly get angry at you for no reason, and yell insults for absolutely no reason that are probably make believe.
But he wouldn't. His temper and demeanor wouldn't fall apart massively. He would still be calm, and his skills would still be intact. Usually when Jack gets angry, everything falls apart really quick.
Not following you, bro.
Including hamstrings.
Not following you. Not following you, bro.
Yeah, no, but
not following you.
Hell no, I would get destroyed. But appreciate everybody. Another episode of the Say Less basketball. Wow. Another episode of the Say Less Basketball podcast in the books. Episode 30. Appreciate all y'all. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. It's funny. But adios. Peace.
Everton is the best team.